And let's jump into game number 3 of the series. We have Tatoh leading 2-0. I'm Neely, and with me is Nobody41.
Hello everybody. We're going to be playing this map on Gold Rush, and this is going to be a super aggressive game. Over in the top right side, we have Clemensor playing as the Vikings, and on the bottom in red, I have Tatoh playing as the Vikings.
Indeed, going for mirrored civilizations here. And Vikings, normally one of the slower civilizations, so let's see how it's going to be played out. To start with one pikeman to defend against the light cap, trying to send in your villagers back home, and yeah, at the same time we might see Tatoh not losing a villager actually. That's something you should never do in Vikings war. A sweet win here for Clemensor, and he said he's feeling confident on those Gold Rush games.
Yeah, Clemensor down 2-0. He needs to start getting these wins, but already a great start for him, picking off a villager, Tatoh, and Tatoh losing his scout early on, so won't be able to get any scouting information from that or kill any of the villagers of Clemensor.
Indeed, and let's see, Clemensor not going for any rush, so both players kind of, slowing it down a bit. I feel like Tatoh has a bit of a better map. I think that's a higher hill for his side on the gold, but Clemensor nonetheless gets a nice hill for himself as well.
Looks like Clemensor's going to be going for a heavy infantry army. We all know how good the Vikings infantry can be, and the Berserks have been buffed in recent patches. While Tatoh's going for more of an arbalest route, looks like Clemensor's going to be using heavy scorpions as his counter infantry this game.
Indeed, and Scorpion's so good. I normally see onagers being built. Tatoh even going for a lot of villagers here on the castle. 6 villagers pulling one castle. That's very untypical as well. And yeah, it feels like Clemensor is pushing quite nicely. Pop 40 here against Tatoh's. Pop 40 as well.
So, for those of you watching, remember how important these early engagements are going to be, because as soon as these players are done spending all of their resources, it's going to be, the winner of this game will most likely be the player who has access to control over the middle. And already we're seeing Clemensor building a castle on top of all the golds, whereas Tatoh's castle really only secures him one small gold.
Yeah, but it's on the high hill, and that's what really matters, to be honest, because the trap tennis will start pretty soon. I believe, though, that, onager shots in the middle. Oh, beautiful split by Tatoh. Onager shots here in the middle will be key to the early advantage.
Great micro from Tatoh, really keeping those arbalests alive. They'll be able to get tons of kills if they avoid those onager shots. No onagers in the area for Clemensor. Tatoh's really taking a very efficient engagement in the middle.
Indeed, now sitting on the hill, and the lack of onagers by Clemensor is really hurting him at the moment. Tatoh super aware. Let's see, Fog of War, is he microing back, or if he's taking a big shot? Indeed, he's taking a big shot. That's a lot of lost HP. Another onager shot could kill the rest here, and now we have Tatoh even denying that carry of Clemensor, and it feels like Clemensor maybe should even consider going for a normal push on the right hand side, not for a push through the middle, because there we have Tatoh being set up pretty nicely.
Clemensor's castle getting denied from the middle. Clemensor's going to have to rely on these golds precisely, as he said, right in the middle of the map. So he's going to probably focus on there. Clemensor does have a little bit of momentum. What he needs is a big onager shot, I think, on top of these arbalests.
Clemensor out of gold already. How many onagers did he queue up? That's enormous. And max arbalests as well. So he is really going for it. Just getting some TCs up, and he has some access to the gold as well. So he can continue with that big aggression here.
Oh boy, here comes the siege ramp. Siege ramp's right under the trebuchet. It's so important that Clemensor keeps his momentum up because he's running low on resources. Oh my gosh, the siege ramps went down just right at the right moment.
Indeed, and nice awareness there, Clemensor. We can see him focus firing there, and Clemensor now, his onager shots coming in, but still, Tatoh being positioned on that beautiful hill. Is Clemensor taking the best spot to attack her, or should he go more from the right or left hand side, maybe?
Oh, I really have no clue. These arbalests on the hill really doing work. It's so good that Tatoh's been able to keep this alive, but one castle going down from Tatoh, second castle's being fired on him by a trebuchet. Let's see if Clemensor can keep up his aggression.
It feels like it. He's absolutely going for it. Isn't raining down with more onager shots. Good.
Big onager shots. Huge.
And now even getting another onager on the hill. Tatoh, what pop is he? He's 103 for Clemensor and only 90 for Tatoh. Let's see, but I still think that Tatoh being on that hill gives him so much advantages.
Clemensor's going to storm up the hill. I think this was a bad decision. He's going to lose all of his champions. Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose all of his champions.
And at the same time, good onager shots of Tatoh as well. And it feels like a fist fight or boxing fight without gloves. It's just, they're just throwing it at each other.
Just spamming units into each other. Jesus. Castle going down for Clemensor. Tato's still sieging this castle. Hopefully he can get it down.
Ooh, and fleeing with all his arbalest, knowing that he didn't want to take any more shots and just jumping into the castle there. Beautiful move. Now back to pop 100. And what is Clemensor really doing? He's not getting any foothold here of the gold area, but Tatoh is. But he's losing the castle there as well. It's still super tough, and both players are really running dry on resources here. What a game, nobody.
What a great game so far. I thought it was going to be aggressive. It's very aggressive. I'm taking a look at Tato's economy. He's got plenty of farms seated up, whereas Clemensor is taking quite a bit of wood and gold. So maybe the more siege-heavy army? I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I think he's just randomly distributing all those villagers, but indeed, yeah, such a big food league already here. And Tatoh went for the market, so he maybe even sold some food and wood. You know, no guilds here for Vikings, but still, just getting that extra gold really might help.
Looks like Clemensor's fading out a little bit. Wasn't able to take down that second castle. Clemensor's army running dry, and just as I say this, Tatoh going up with a forward castle. This forward castle could be a GG castle.
Indeed, but I feel like it won't go up, or it will get punished quite easily. But Tatoh now having a lot of traps, and yeah, it will deny that castle of Clemensor as well. It really feels like denying those castles and denying the main control of the gold here is really key. But Tatoh again continuing, and it felt like, yeah, just having that better hill was so good here for our Spaniard.
Looks like Tato's going to attempt his push. He's coming with Arbalest. He's coming in with Heavy Siege. He's coming in with Elite Berserk. He's coming in with Trebuchets. So much coming at Clemensor. I said that too many times. But really taking it to him.
Yeah, indeed. And now Scorpions against Skirmishers. That really shows you how good the ego of Tatoh has to be. And yeah, how poorly Clemensor is on the gold thing, because he's running, yeah, already one spot out, so he's only getting over those roughly 10 villages, and that castle, which I thought would not go up, now looking to be very dicey spot. Yeah, only half HP, but the trap is going down, and Clemensor tapping out another game here very quickly. Oh, gold rush.
Oh man, what an epic game. Players just yeah, as he said, taking their gloves off and just throwing body blows, just throwing units into each other. I thought Clemensor had quite a bit of momentum at one stage in the game, but just not able to get over that hill. Tatoh having some great micro with his Arbalest, and eventually Tato's economy maybe kicking in a bit.
Yeah, I think it was mainly the very great fighting here, and maybe the better unit choices. He rushed into Berserks, therefore lost a bit at the start, because Clemensor went for a lot of champions, but then after he held with all his beautiful Arbalest on the hill, it felt like Berserks are just superior to the champions.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the achievements. Military count Tatoh, obviously in kill stats, so far ahead. Largest army was very low for both players, but that's because they constantly traded off units here.
Look at the economy for Tatoh. Tatoh with 2,300 food collected compared to 600 food collected with Clemensor. Otherwise, most of the economy looks the same. It looks like Tatoh collecting quite a bit more gold as well.
Yeah, not that it really mattered that much, but yeah, simply being set up for the long game so much better to tell you, with 50 more villages as well. It really felt like that hill was so beautiful by Clemensor, by Tatoh, and I felt like Clemensor should have attacked either from his hill on his own, or maybe attacked from the right hand side, but Tatoh was fearing that and had 3 castles prepared.
Alright. So it looks like we're going to go into game 4 now.